name is John Paul. Welcome to Fat Loss Cooking Channel. For today's episode, I will show you a different way to enjoy your chicken breast. So this is why I am going to make a chicken yakitori. Well, what is chicken yakitori? You know, in Asia, street foods are very popular because it's cheap, it's fast, and it is so accessible to everybody. Plus, it is a good source of protein. Now, let's start the cooking. This recipe is extremely easy to make. So, all you need is 8 ounces of chicken breast tenders, which I cut into tiny pieces like that. And basically, I already pre-marinated the chicken breast for an hour using 2 tablespoons of mirin, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 packet of nutritive sweetener, 2 cloves of crushed garlic. You also need 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of togarashi. Togarashi is a Japanese ground peppers. So if you don't have an access to togarashi, you may simply use regular crushed chili peppers. And you will also need 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda to tenderize the meat. Now, to mimic the authenticity of eating street foods, we are going to use 3 bamboo skewers. So now, there's a couple ways to cook the chicken yakitori. You can either grill it over a flame or simply use a George Foreman grill, which I am going to use in this recipe. For the optional ingredient, if you want your chicken yakitori to be spicier, you may use 1 jalapeño cut into tiny pieces like that, or any vegetables that you can cook on the grill, like asparagus or carrots. So be creative. Next, you will skew the chicken meat in alternating order with the jalapeños or your vegetables of choice. Now, since we are going to use a George Foreman grill to cook the chicken yakitori, the problem with the George Foreman grill is that it can be really a pain in the butt to clean it. So we are going to use some aluminum foil big enough to cover an entire barbecue skewer and pour the extra marinade over the meat so it will remain moist and more flavorful. So you will basically cook the chicken yakitori on the George Foreman grill like that. And we are going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. By the way, if you choose to cook your chicken yakitori on a regular grill, make sure to wet the bamboo skewer first so it won't get burned once you cook the yakitori. And also, this chicken yakitori is very, very friendly for most diets since it's very low in fat, very low in carbs, and you can eat it by itself if you want. After about 10 minutes, you should now have your high-protein street food ready to be served. Now, if you are somebody who buys chicken breast in bulk, you should really try this recipe, as this recipe has an excellent macronutrient content, plus it is so convenient to make. As far as the numbers are concerned, the total calorie content of the 3 barbecue skewers came up to 264 calories with 44 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, and 1 gram of carbohydrates. So normally, chicken yakitori is typically paired with rice, or you can eat it by itself. Now, if you are enjoying my cooking videos, please subscribe, share my channel, and leave me some comments or feedbacks for future recipe suggestions. Again, my name is John Paul. I will see you in the next episode of Fat Loss Cooking Channel.